Here's to the ladies. Here's to the ladies. Here's to the ladies who brunch.
Listen up to something we need to share with you this evening / afternoon
Or morning.
or morning.
That's our friend Rose.
That's our friend Rose
That's
Messenger.
our friend.
She absolutely
Slurped. How many letters in the word devoured?
8.
8.
I did not know that until just
Get
now.
this. Get this. That's our friend. Like, we know her.
And that's a huge shout out to Rose Messenger.
Who's currently in the Canadian production of Titanic.
The only production of Titanic.
Right, not the global takeover.
The global take. They kind of are taking over.
Um,
Guys, Happy New Year.
Happy New
Happy
Year.
2024.
Oh, shit.
Almost.
I don't have my fucking...
Oh.
Whatever.
It's
You
okay.
guys get the point.
It's okay. Those things are annoying anyways. Actually, that's something that I want to talk about.
Annoying New Year's Eve things.
Annoying New Year's Eve thing, only one thing.
The sound.
The kazoos. I don't like the kazoos. I've never liked the kazoos. They're boring, bland, and annoying
sounded
to
like
me.
Trump for a second. I never liked the kazoos. I never wanted the kazoos. Can I tell you my
That's
New Year's
Mr.
Eve?
President.
Ew. Can I tell you my New Year's Eve thing that I hate?
Mm-hmm.
And this is a shot. This is actually speak. This is not actually a shout
Speak
out.
normal.
Speak normal.
Speak normal.
This is to all the couples out there.
Oh.
Listen, I'm all for the New Year's kiss. I get it. I totally get it. Like I'm not trying to hate on that because that's a
Right.
thing.
That is a thing.
What I am gonna say is I'm gonna be your intimacy coordinator right now, and
Oh.
it needs to be one of these moments. It needs to be a 1-2 as opposed to any. I don't want to see any open mouth.
Oh, yes, of course
You know what
not.
I mean?
Oh, who's doing that?
People
Jail.
are.
Federal prison.
People that have been dating for 6 months or less are doing
Federal
open-
prison.
Honestly, prison, because you know what you're doing. You're making everyone say we're so in love, and guess
Move
what? I
over, Move over, P. Diddy. Move over, Luigi. We have a new person welcoming to the Rikers Island. Party up.
Do you want to know what's in here?
Orange Celsius. When it sounds poor.
I got this at Dwayne Reed. Tell me this. Why is it that I can get...
Tell me this. What is it?
What is it that I can get an entire party pack of New Year's Eve... Is my hat falling? Is it? No. I can get a bunch of stuff for $9.99, but I can't get a crown for less than $4.
Okay, I have something I want to say.
Please.
And then we're going to get into what this
And
episode's
then
really
we'll
about.
get 'em for
Because
real.
Happy New Year's Day, it's actually 2025. This is what I want to talk about. 99.99. Do you corporate America, do you think you're fooling us? We know it's $10.
Yeah.
We know it's $10 and you're
Right.
just rounding it down to $9.99 to make it sound like, oh, it's $9.
Angel numbers.
Okay. I hate that corporate America. Get rid of it. Everything's $99. They think we're stupid.
They think
you think
we're
we're dumb.
idiot.
We're not stupid. I'm still going to pay for it. Just make it $10. Make everything even.
Honestly.
Or, you know what my favorite place is? And you know what I'll drink to that? Places that include the tax already in the price. So it's like, oh, I know this coffee with tax is going to be $6 even. Please do that.
Please do that.
I love that.
I think we should get into what this episode is going to be, which is a look back at just the absolute greatest year humanity has ever seen.
The greatest year. This actually was an intriguing year. There were high highs and there were low lows.
We are going to look back and just take you on a journey. Take you on a journey through time,
Space.
and love.
And
525,600 minutes. We kind of ate that.
Okay.
So we essentially have a list of some moments or things in 2024. Jake and I have discussed some of them, and they're also separate opinions of things. Yeah, I might take this off in a second too. This bit was good. Yes, decor. I will say these are our opinions. They're not fact, so deal with that as you will. And this is all leading up to the coveted award of the evening, the Diva of 2024. And we will talk about who we believe the Diva of 2025 is. While this is all opinion, those are facts.
Those are facts. And I know what you're saying. Guys, you said you closed the Diva Hall of Fame. This is different. This is the Diva of 2024.
Yeah.
Kind of a supreme. Kind of the supreme of 2024. And then we'll have the other one will be coming up, so the other one will be fading.
We don't have the fucking things up.
That's okay.
Okay.
That's okay, I think. You guys know, normally we have our iconic divas behind. I do think every week we need to start switching up the placement because sometimes you don't get to see Heather Headley, you don't get to see Barbara Streisand because our big fat heads are in the way.
Should we put them up now?
You, if you want. I don't want to start over, though.
No. I was going to say I'll just put them up and we'll cut.
Oh, yeah, you can do that.
BRB. Or actually, do you want to just keep talking while I put them up?
Yeah, so let me think about what I can talk about for you guys while Sammy does this. So basically, yeah, we have this list. So we have two parts to this. One is going to be categories, like award show style. Basically, like what's the favorite moment, favorite thing we've seen on stage. We'll each explain what we think. Welcome to the stage, Heather Headley. Oh. Heather Headley, amazing. She looks incredible. This is Marla Mandel. This is an iconic diva. Some might call her mother. She is a queer icon. Oh,
He goes over here.
Stephen Sondheim goes over there because we do not let men up here on the couch. Then we have Bernadette Peters as Dot. We love her. Yep, she is the most iconic redhead of all time. And then we have Barbara Streisand as Hello, Dolly. Then we have Ivy Lynn. Not Megan Hilty, Ivy Lynn. Okay, so yeah, so we have the, what's it called? The award show style. And then the second one is going to be 2025 bingo. Cooper kind of gave me this idea. Apparently him and his girlfriend do this, what they think is going to happen in 2025.
I'm sorry, guys. I had to do that. I feel better now. I literally felt naked.
I'm glad that you.
I didn't feel good.
I'm glad that your tummy hooded.
My tummy hooded without having Heather by me.
But yeah, so then we have the bingo, what we think is going to happen. So stick around for that, and then we'll be crowning the Diva 2024. Should we just get right into it?
Let's dive right in.
All right, why
let
don't
me
you
pull up my
start,
notes.
Papa?
So first question we have,
From the audience. Go on.
First question we have.
You and the scarf. The blonde hair.
Oh! Favorite thing we've seen on stage? Mine is easy. I've mentioned it on the pod before. Sunset Boulevard. Next.
See, the thing that I struggled with this, I realized I didn't see a lot on stage this year. I pull up my sleeve because I was from like January till like June basically in Jersey Boys, where I was gone to Long Island every day. And then when I got back, I literally had like a week, and then I went to the campaign. So I have only seen like two things this year. One being The Outsider. So special recognition to The Outsiders. John Collins, congratulations.
Congrats.
John Patrick Collins. Sorry. JPC. You know what that means. You know what that means, man. But the favorite thing that I have is Death Becomes Her, just because it was an extravaganza.
It's so good.
It was an extravaganza. There were iconic numbers. There were iconic scene changes. There were iconic moments that people fell from stairs, a la the movie. There were gymnastics,
Do you know what it
tumbling.
made me think of? So famously, as of last night, I just started for the first time Sex and the City. I think it would make a great musical.
Too much content.
I agree, but a la Smash, new plotline, new story, set in 1998. We'll talk about that later, but very Death Becomes Her vibes, I think.
I love the 90s as a time period. I love that.
It's such a period piece.
But guess what? Fashion from the 90s, get the fuck out of here. I don't want to see any more tank tops,
crop tops, dom tops. Best live performance. I said live performance, but
I meant live, yeah.
Oh, okay, great.
I think you typed that wrong. So this is the best live performance, not necessarily on stage, but it's live in living color.
If it happened in real time, it's live.
I have two. I have three. Sorry.
You have three?
1, 2, 3. I am three. First one is Beyonce halftime show.
Yeah.
When she rode out on that horse, dude, and she said, lock in.
That was crazy.
Oh, my God. It was the best thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
My Netflix kept glitching.
Oh.
But I was the only one. That wasn't a common thing.
I think you need to pay your Wi-Fi bill.
But I was pissed. I was really upset.
Well, you need to go watch it back on Netflix.
I did.
Amazing. When she said Yaya, first of all, I posted this on my Instagram story today, but don't drink a Celsius and listen to Yaya. You will die. Your heart will stop. You'll fall on the train platform.
You'll start running.
So that was my first one. I have nothing else to say. We'll talk about this later. Then I have Chappell Roan on SNL singing her new iconic song from her new iconic album that's going to be coming hopefully in 2025, The Giver, the country gay lesbian song about giving it. I'm obsessed.
I can't wait for Subway.
Oh, yeah.
She's got a way.
And then Doechie's Tiny Desk.
Yeah.
But bougie means she freaky cunnilingus Dalai Lama? What do you, Doechie?
Do you know what's my
please
favorite
let
part
me
of
know.
that is when she starts doing that little dance.
Oh, yeah.
When during Denial is a River. And
I
she's
love
like
her. More to come about Doechie later.
Yes.
What about you? Best live thing you've seen?
Nicole Scherzinger in Sunset Boulevard.
Enough said?
Seen it twice. It was incredible. I don't think I've mentioned this on the pod about it, but one thing, famously, there are kind of two major arias in Sunset Boulevard.
Aria.
In Act 1, it's With One Look. Act 2 is If We Never Said Goodbye.
With one.
The second time I saw it with my family, we were all sitting separately. I was the furthest back because I wanted my family to have the best seats because I had already seen it, and it was important to me that they fully take in the experience. And after With One Look, I shot up out of my chair. There's famously a standing ovation that happens a lot of times. Not everybody stood up, but a lot of the audience stood up. My mom turned around.
The gay people stood up.
The gay people. Oh, the gays and the gals stood up. My mom turned around and was kind of laughing that I was standing, but in a cute way. And then in Act 2, after As If We Never Said Goodbye, the entire audience stood up, and my mom turned around and looked at me like this. I will do an impression.
Wow. Wait, do that to the camera.
Because it really is it is somebody.
I'll get there. I'll see it.
Jake,
2025, I'll see
Tia,
it.
Nate, and I are going to take a paper bag, put it over your head, kidnap you, and take you to the St. James Theater so that we can see it. It is.
I would love that.
She is putting her whole entire Nicole Scherzinger on that stage. Pussycat Doll. I'm not kidding.
She's putting her whole Pussycat Doll on the
She's
stage.
putting her whole
title of that
Pussycat
Pussycat Doll. The Pussycat Doll is in 2024.
Girl, that's us.
Honey, that is amazing. You want to listen to the next category? Wait, shout out to Nicole Scherzinger, friend of the pod.
Friend of the pod. She's my friend. Favorite thing we've seen.
Long-time friend. Long-time friend. You guys go way back.
Favorite thing we've seen on film? Mine is a tie. Wicked.
Wicked.
And then Anora. I just saw Anora recently. Mikey Madison's performance in that, insane.
Mikey Madison, you better work.
But also
Star turn for Mikey Madison.
Star turn. But
Star
also
turn for Nicole Scherzinger.
Diva, getting an intimacy coordinator, probably a good idea.
Yeah, I can't believe she was like, I didn't want to have an intimacy coordinator because I just wanted to feel really safe in the room, and I just didn't want it to be distracting.
And
interesting.
That's
a hot take.
Great for you.
It's a huge hot take.
I'm so glad you. And I say this genuinely. This is not a read. I'm so glad she felt safe. That's fantastic.
Me too.
It's not just for her though, and it's not just even for the other actors. It's for crew. It's for everybody. This is a good safety measure for all involved in production.
That's so true. I hope that everybody felt safe.
That's the thing. Her of utmost importance. I understand. She's the one actually doing the act. She is a woman in the industry. I totally understand that. And I'm so genuinely glad she felt safe in the room she was in. I just think that everyone. I don't know. Anyway, but she was amazing in it, and the movie's incredible.
Picking off that, did you see the
Piggybacking off of that, we're in acting 1 freshman year.
Yes, and can I piggyback off of that? So
yes, and piggybacking.
Piggybacking. I just want to piggyback off of that real quick. Piggybacking off of that, the director Luca. Don't know how to say his last name. I forget
Queers,
it.
Challengers, all
that. Apparently, he did an interview where he on Directors for Variety said that whenever his actors have to do an intimacy thing, he explains what he wants to see and then he leaves the room and then they do it with just the camera because he wants them to make love to the camera. Maybe they also had intimacy coordinators in there, but he himself leaves the room and anyone non-essential, which I think is an interesting choice. And I just wanted to piggyback off of what you were saying to kind of let our readers hear that. Take that in, ruminate on it, and then let us know in the comments how you feel about that. Okay, for me, my favorite movie other than Wicked, because Wicked is the supreme this year, and next year I'm sure Wicked for Good will also have me literally in a chokehold. My Old Ass, starring Aubrey Plaza. Great
So
movie.
good.
It's a movie that like was very short, and I only watched it one time, but it just transported me to a world that I just really really loved, and I loved watching it.
I watched it with my whole family when I
Oh,
was
you did?
home, and we kind of threw it on pretty nonchalantly.
Background noise.
You know what I mean? Like we were like, we're all
Yeah.
gonna watch a movie, but we were like, let's just put this on. And we're all a pretty critical family. You'd never guess.
No.
And every single one of us, when it was over, were kind of like,
That was good.
I loved that. Like that, we were like, that was a very, and those are four very different opinions, and we were all like,
I love that. It's a universal experience of acceptance for that movie.
Speaking of Wicked Part 2, I have a couple more theories I'd like to run by everybody real quick.
Please go.
One, I do think a big part of the expanded plotline that we're obviously getting in Part 2 is actually going to be more of a relationship between Glinda and Morrible. We're going to be seeing, I think, her struggling with the sorcery training. Because famously in Part 1, and in Act 1, she gets put into the sorcery seminar with Elphaba. We just don't see that in the stage version, and I believe there's a deleted scene from Part 1 of them in sorcery with her. But obviously, she's not good at it. But now that she's now on Morrible's side, and Morrible's going to try to kind of groom her to be part of her and the Wizards team, I wouldn't be surprised if she was kind of boot camping her in sorcery, and Glinda is just simply not... I think she's going to have some magical ability, but not obviously to the extreme.
She can't read the fucking Grimoire.
She can't read the Grimoire. But I think that that will be expanded upon. The other thing, you mentioned to me that Cynthia apparently has co-wrote an original song for Wicked Part 2 that apparently brought everyone to tears. And
This is a good theory, guys. Listen to this. Are you guys listening?
we were walking to Industry for Queen Night on a Thursday.
Which we will unpack that
We'll
later
unpack
in the
that
pod as
later.
well. That's good. Let's unpack that.
Yeah, but I was like, I don't know where the song could be. They're obviously going to crack open the second half of this intellectual property the same way they did with Part 1. So I'm not saying that there's not a place for another song, because I think there is based off of how they Frankenstein the script. I just don't know where else I would want to hear from Elphaba that's not No Good Deed. And then, like a house coming out of the sky, it hit me.
Ugh. Like a wind, Madame Morrible, place to kill your sister. It hits
like
you.
a comet pulled from
orbit
orbit as it passes the sun.
Scott.
The sky as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder. Have you ever heard the origin of that song?
No. I think I have, but
This
maybe I
makes me
forgot.
cry. Stephen Schwartz called his daughter
No.
and said, if you had to say goodbye to your best friend, what would be the last things that you say to her? And those are lyrics for good. They're all from her.
I hope she's credited.
I mean, I think she's got plenty of money. She's Stephen Schwartz's daughter. I think she's just fine.
Nepo baby down.
But isn't that beautiful?
That's an amazing story. I did not know that.
But so
Bring a tear to my eye.
cut to, I do think what we're gonna hear from Elphaba is like a house coming out of the sky when Nessa dies. And I think it's gonna be different from No Good Deed, because No Good Deed is I fucked everything up. I think this is gonna be a grieving that we don't necessarily
Well,
see.
No Good Deed is I need to save my
Man.
boyfriend. I need to save him so I can get that.
Stuffing. Spoiler alert!
No pun intended.
Spoiler
No
alert!
pun. I'm sure when she did that,
Huge spoiler alert for Wicked Part 2.
when she did that spell, why did he turn into a scarecrow? Of all things.
She doesn't know what she's doing.
I
I
know.
don't even know what I'm reading.
I know,
Book
but
shut.
But like
Goes to the
basically,
trapdoor.
she's just like let him never die, let him never die. It's funny that that spell was like a scarecrow, but
Well, the Grimoire's
it's a fickle thing.
it is a fickle thing. If you think about it, like she's able to produce wings for the monkeys. That's also the crazy thing. If you think about it, the fact that she's trying to grow wings for herself.
Please produce wings for the please produce wings for the flying monkeys. Or yeah.
Next thing, do you want to introduce it?
Oh yes, favorite album. This is so us coded.
You know what's hilarious is the reverse of this that's coming up. Excuse me. For me, my favorite album, Eternal Sunshine.
Yes.
Of the year, not ever. And I'm not saying it's the best album of the year. I'm
It just
saying
resonated with you.
it's the one I've listened to the most, and it's the one I've enjoyed the most.
Favorite track off of that?
We Can't Be Friends. Or actually, no, I Wish I Hated You.
I wish I hated you.
The little vocal break when she starts crying, that I wish I hated you.
I don't know what my favorite track off that one is. Actually, yes, I do. It's We Can't Be Friends. We Can't Be Friends.
Yeah.
Almost like what's the name of that?
Parentheses, wait for you.
Mine is Cowboy Carter. I mean, that's just high art.
It is. It is.
It's high art. It's going to take you on a journey, start to finish, American Requiem, ending with an amen, amen. Thank you very much. And then it goes right into bzzz, boom. These motherfuckers ain't stopping.
That's crazy.
These motherfuckers ain't stopping me. She's a genius.
Do you think that, what is it, 124? What's the date that she said?
Yeah, so 114, I believe.
114. Sorry.
Here's my hot take. And I'm going to say this and we're going to move on because otherwise I'm going to start having a panic attack. I think it's going to be her announcing. Okay, so basically I saw this TikTok. She released that thing where the announcement and she's on the horse waving the American flag with the like the rodeo vibes, and then the flag disappears. People looked it up. When that happens in a rodeo, a traditional rodeo, like in the rodeo world, when they wave the flag like that, it means like the rodeo's ended or this act of the rodeo's ending. So people are saying they think Act 3 is going to be announced because the font also just looks very like
it looks different.
rock.
Yeah.
And then people think that the Black Betty tour, which is like on all the Cowboy Carter like artwork, they think it might be like a tour combining Act 2 and Act 3. So it'd be like Cowboy Carter and this new, hopefully, please God, rock album.
Yeah.
Because Black Betty is like giving me, oh, Black Betty, back it up. Oh,
Ooh, mama.
it's giving rock down. So yeah, basically that's my favorite album of the year, Cowboy Carter. And I know other people, like maybe it's not like the most popular album of the year. It's obviously not. But I just think that she is just on a whole different playing field. She's in a league of her own, some might say, and she is just doing it, making high art.
She's everything.
She's like a museum.
I got nervous that this was covering your face, but I don't think it is.
And if it is, you're welcome, I guess.
Do you know what? That's interesting that you say that because I agree. She is like a those are my favorite kinds of artists, and I'll say this not to circle all the way back. Nicole Scherzinger in her, I want to say it was her Olivier Award speech, talked about the production of Sunset as an art installation as opposed. She said you took musical theater and created an art installation, talking about Jamie Lloyd.
I'm gonna come sit up here with you,
please.
But please continue.
But so that's my favorite kind of art is art that you can't fully encapsulate into one thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. Well, that, and I'm also to take it back to musical theater because this podcast is about musical theater and all things musical theater adjacent. Beyonce gives me like this, like Sunny in the Park with George, where it's like not the most commercially successful. Right. I mean, even though she is commercially successful.
No, but but compared to her talent and the women that are also in the industry, she should be way more successful than she is. You know what I mean?
Right. But yeah, I mean, she obviously is Beyonce, and just the way that Stephen Sondheim is Stephen Sondheim,
right?
And they're considered the greatest of all time. Period. GOAT. But it's not like Wicked.
Right. That's exactly.
She's not. She's not even concerned about making a Wicked. She's concerned about fulfilling her art, and like the whole idea of I'm creating 3 acts, 3 different genres, genre breaking in a way of reclaiming genres and just popular styles of music that were made that were created by Black people. Is just so special.
She's incredible.
It's incredible.
She is the artist of our generation,
the voice of a generation,
musically for sure.
Oh yeah, just
the ability to maintain relevancy over the past 20 years is unbelievable. Without ever being like, this is my comeback. Like it's always just, she's unbelievable.
It's always correct.
I have nothing.
Let's move on.
To flip, we have that was favorite album, favorite song. We flip. Mine was Riverdance.
Bounds on that hit dance. Mine is We Can't Be Friends.
See, I think we have nothing left to say there.
The acoustic version, especially,
is really good.
I think that
that's all. I mean, I will say the other song that I've considered is the Baby I Live version, even though that was written 10 years ago, but like came out this year. Oh my God, Mama! Thank you for singing the way you sing. It's insane.
I love when she sings live too.
It's everything.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Everyone was like, oh my God, I can't believe Ariana's singing live. And I'm like, what do you mean? She has like 2 to 3 live albums and they sound perfect.
I think to just expand on that, before we move into our next category, just because we have to refill our Celsiuses and I have to take a shot of Celsius. The thing I love about this new live album is this the aesthetic of it, of her standing surrounded by the band with the headphones on.
Yeah.
Like it's not like she's on a stage.
No, I know, me too.
I love that vibe.
I love the aesthetic of it. Have you, and don't listen to it yet, but the Sunset Boulevard cast recording from London is a live album of the show.
Oh, I love that.
From start to finish, there are no cuts. It goes from, they pressed record at the jump of the show, and it goes all the way through the whole show like an audiobook.
I like that.
And because of just what...
Let's bring that into America.
Honestly, I want more of that.
Do you hear that, Donald Trump?
But what's brilliant about it is I think a lot of the vision or thesis of this production is about the live element of it. What's live versus what's fake versus what's filmed versus what's real versus all of those things are part of it. Blurring the lines between Nicole and Norma. And so the recording being this almost non-edited, just raw, like unfiltered thing is so in line with the values of the production.
Right.
And when you're listening to it, you can feel it. You can feel the gasping. You can feel the choreography. You can feel them running. They're not in a studio just singing. And I want more of that. I will say I understand that it's harder to produce. You know, like I get it. I get that. I'm sure that comes with technical difficulties that I can never imagine. But I would be so happy if Death Becomes Her released a live album.
Right.
I mean, those are harder because they're book musicals too. Like Sunset's sung through.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Oh wait, no, it's not. There's a book. There's scenes, but there's a lot of music.
Maybe it's a case by case basis.
Case by case basis.
Anyways, we're saying America, bring it to
the runway.
The runway. All right, should we move into the next category, Samuel?
Yes.
All right, what are we thinking?
I
Walk
think
me through it.
all you, girl.
This is our favorite diva moment. Mine is when Zendaya made those two boys kiss.
And looked at them like this.
Her like this.
She ate that beat up.
And they were just going to town.
They were just going to town. Oh my god.
They were just so caught up.
If you look up
Got me feeling it.
If you look up my YouTube searches, I was laughing because I was on my TV and I was
boys kissing.
Ew. I looked it up. I was looking up. It literally goes like this: Wicked Challenger's kiss scene. It's like, why was I just looking this up? You know the TikTok sound? I think it's Tiffany Haddish, where it's like, I don't want to eat I don't want to eat the candy, but the parasites make me eat the candy. And it was like someone being like, I don't want to look up Challenger's kiss scene, but the parasites make me want to look it up.
That whole movie needs some more love. But my favorite diva moment is when that diva said, "You
kiss
and you are gonna kiss,
and I'm gonna back up.
and I'm gonna back up, and I'm gonna watch."
It's also great storytelling because everything you need to know about that whole movie is right there.
That's so true.
You know what I mean? Like that look.
I want to go back and watch that movie again.
I want to watch it. This is how people were pissed at me in the movie theater.
Let's go to Eddyville and watch it again.
Let's go to Eddyville and watch it. Go nonverbal and watch it. Like
that's the only way to watch it.
But see, that's the problem. The first time I was not nonverbal, I was incredibly verbal.
Were we together?
No, I saw it with a bunch of Frozen people.
Who did I see?
And I got a little bit in trouble with my friends because I was literally watching it like this.
I know. There's a lot of scenes
looked at each other. I literally was like,
when they look at. But hey, next time maybe let's cast queer people in these roles, Luca.
That one I don't care about.
That one I don't care about because that one doesn't make sense. I mean, that one makes sense to me. But like this movie that's literally called Queer and both
without queer
the
people.
actors are straight men. Let's unpack that.
My favorite diva moment is Patti LuPone saying she loved Sunset Boulevard.
So let's just walk through this real quick. Basically, all of your favorites this year has
Are
been
Sunset Boulevard.
Sunset Boulevard.
My favorite things that I've experienced this year are Sunset Boulevard. But also,
Gay down.
Here's an honorary mention from 2011.
Oh.
Helen Hunt's tweet that went viral, went re-viral after Cynthia said that everyone was crying on set at her and Ariana singing For Good. And someone put a screenshot of this tweet that said same energy. And it said something along the lines of like, just filmed an amazing scene. Expect an award.
And did she get an award?
She did.
And guess
or
what?
Was like, expect a nomination. Hold on.
It's a self-aware queen.
I'm
Expect
gonna-
the nomination. That's what it was. It was expect the nomination.
I need to read verbatim what it said because
Sammy going through our text message because he knows he sent it to me.
I'm 100% certain I did. But also I'm feeling like probably it's I'm sorry, but you all, the divas here, deserve a perfect line
verbatim reading.
I'm sure it's somewhere close
the icon.
here. Just recorded a devastating death scene. Expecting a nomination.
Full claps for this. That is diva. That is actually the diva of the year.
That is diva down.
Helen, who?
Hunt.
Who are you?
Who's Helen Hunt?
I don't know who that woman is. I hate to say, but I don't know this woman.
You are Elastigirl. Pull yourself together.
That in the mode?
No, Elastigirl.
Oh, I know Helen.
Yeah. Wait, let me make sure I'm
Helen and I go way back, actually.
Wait, I actually don't know if Helen Hunt is Elastigirl.
Oh, so you're a...
She was in Pay It Forward. Did you ever see that movie?
Nope. I think you're a fucking liar, is what I think.
You never saw Pay It Forward?
I haven't seen any of these movies she's in.
It's one of those movies that like they make you watch in middle school or elementary school about this kid. I think it's a true story.
Oh, she's in Castaway.
Where he like does this thing about like doing good deeds and paying it forward, and he dies at the end.
Kevin Spacey?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, now I need to figure out who Elastigirl is.
Elastigirl is that one woman.
Holly Hunter.
Holly Hunter. Hey,
Sorry.
get it together.
Sorry, Helen Hunt.
So those were our favorite diva moments of the year. These are our favorite
Diva don't.
Diva don't.
Diva don't. Can I say my first one?
Go.
Chaperone at the Guts Netflix premiere. That one's worse to me than you shut the fuck up because
Because she got quiet.
And also
It's the smile.
Also, I saw a tweet that quote tweeted it that was like, "Girl, not every event." Like, and that's the thing
I'm
about
obsessed.
it. I'm obsessed too. I'm obsessed with the diva of it all. But that time I was like, "Girl, every time you're in front of a camera, you're mad at somebody."
Girl.
Like, what if like
Girl.
you didn't go to an event and get mad at somebody? I'm all for it, but like,
Yeah.
have she ever gone to an event where they haven't been like, "Here she comes"? She's like 12. You?
I'd be scared, and honestly, that's be on your fucking toes.
The other one I had.
Don't fuck with
You're
me,
gonna be
fellas.
mad at this one.
Go.
Where can I get this hat?
But that is a good diva don't moment. It's like diva,
don't.
But like you're kind of like, she's crazy.
She's great.
Wow.
Are we at?
I think we are at the coveted trophy of the evening.
Should we hold hands while we announce it? This
is
the diva of 2024.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Please, 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 don't prove I'm right. There were a couple people that were in the running. They don't get mentioned. But
They don't.
They hit us in. This hit us at industry.
Yeah, I agree. It was me, someone else. It was. Well, yeah, we're not going to mention.
We're not going
her
to mention her
because it could have been her in a different world. But we just said, you know what? This really was like
Her
the
year.
year of I Leave Quite an Impression. 5 feet to be exact.
It just was like she didn't miss once. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
she went off.
Did you hear what the
off.
next single is? The new music video coming out. That's according to Nostradamus Insider on X.
What?
Bedchem. I can't wait to see that music video.
Oh. Yeah.
Also, congratulations to Shawn Mendes. She's really hyping you up. If these songs are all about you,
Can I
which
say
that
this?
sounds like they are.
At the moment, I don't really care about music videos as much as I used to.
Oh, but some of them have been good.
Oh no, they're great. That's not me being like they're bad. I just like it's not my tea. You know what I mean?
They
Like,
never have been like the thing I've been obsessed over. But anyways, congratulations, Sabs.
We're gonna quickly go through our 2025 vision board before our bingo board. So
yes, go. So dream guests.
Dream guests for 2025. Mine, Leslie Margarita. Please,
She's so funny.
Michaela Diamond.
You would love to sit on this couch and have us just unpack your mind.
Yeah.
Mine, Susan Blackwell. Please, I would love to have you on here and talk to you, Deeves. You have your own podcast. Come on, maybe we'll do a collab. My other one is Sweaty Oracle. This will be a hard-hitting interview.
Oh, it would be great.
It would be a hard interview. I think this is doable. I think it's achievable.
Me too.
I also think that I want to have Stephanie J. Block, and then maybe on the count of 3, we'll say the last one. 1, 2, 3. Rose Messenger. Would love to have you on the pod. Comedian. Would love to unpack what we heard at the beginning of this episode.
Comedian,
I'll drink
wake
to that.
up.
Comedian, wake up. Wake up. I love you so much.
How did that start?
We were playing One Night Ultimate Werewolf, and you know how, if you ever play the game, and he goes, "Robber, wake up and look for other robbers." That literally
was
is
good.
That is an incredible impression.
That was really
If you know
good.
that game, that's an incredible impression. But then we made up comedian, and she is the comedian of my life.
Dream event besides the Smash Red Carpet.
Sammy wrote down,
Tony Awards.
Oh, I was thinking about that, but I was trying to figure out where we would fit in the Tony Awards because I know there has to be a
Hosting.
niche spot for us. Hosting would be incredible. We'll work our way up to that. But I think
You guys.
who's hosting this year?
They haven't announced it yet. Who hosted last year? Ariana
Ariana
DeBose.
DeBose.
please someone else.
I mean, I love her, but like let's
too, but,
let's
like,
do something new and different.
bring back Neil Patrick Harris.
Bring back Susan Blackwell hosting the Tony Awards. But I think maybe our special spot will be like, wouldn't it be funny if we were like the bathroom attendants of the Tony Awards?
Shut up.
And with a microphone. Hey, Stephanie.
How was the piss? Or did you shit that fast?
Meg Stalter, get your ass on this podcast, bitch. I love you.
She's also a dream guest.
Hey, my fucking kids are here. Okay.
We hear some profanity in the bathroom.
Hey, Audra, my kids are here.
My dream event this year where I'll be sat, popcorn in hand, vodka slushy in the other. Yep, vodka slushy. Beyonce Stadium Tour if it's announced.
You were just talking about an event that we're going to attend. I was talking about like as the ladies who brunch.
Okay, well, I need to rethink it then.
That's why when you said
been,
Beyonce Stadium
you
Tour,
should
I
have
was
been
like,
well,
bitch, what are you talking about?
Next time, let's be more clear when we write on the notes app.
But honestly, shoot for the moon.
Let's shoot for the moon. Beyonce.
Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars.
I've always said that. All right, so now we're going to announce the diva of 2025. This is a prediction, a manifestation, a hopeful wish.
Should we want to hold Sondheim's hand too?
Doechii, get into it. Babushi means she freaky cunnilingus Dalai Lama. What do you mean? You better work. Also, she's coming out with her own show.
Like
The Nile's a River, the show.
She's
But it's like Family Matters spoof.
Keep
Amazing.
your eyes open. Okay.
And then it's time to move into our 2025 bingo card.
We also have a huge thing coming in 2025. We're manifesting a live show.
Oh, that's our New Year's resolution, kind
Yeah.
of, in a way, our shared New Year's resolution.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine this. Lights go down. You hear.
Here's to the ladies.
Shadow silhouettes us with microphones like this.
You're all going like this. Woo! 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 Here's to the ladies.
We each will have a lip sync number. We'll each have a live song. Then we'll have a couple duets. Loathing. Boom. Unadulterated loathing. Boom.
For your face,
Your voice.
your clothing.
Amazing. We're
We
going to
ate
eat it.
that.
We're going to eat it.
We do have two numbers separately prepared, and we're not going to tell you what I told you. You're all going to.
But Sarah Pansing and Sarah Jane Nelson, if you're listening to this, give me a call.
Yeah, you should bleep their names out.
I will if I have time. All right.
No, literally. Okay.
Bingo card.
Bingo.
We're gonna go like this, but we're just gonna bounce. We're gonna say it quickly. We're gonna
Bounce on.
that.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it. Ready?
Yeah.
These are things we think are gonna happen in 2025. We're
Actually, I
manifesting them.
think so. A lot of these are just you.
I think all of them are mine.
I
I'm
have
just gonna-
one. Can you just go?
I'm just gonna go. Beyonce Act 3 announcement. She's gonna do a combined tour of Cowboy Carter in this new rock album. Already touched on that. Amazing. Next one I have. I think Amy Adams is gonna make her Broadway debut. She's never been on Broadway before. She's never been on Broadway before. Hey, Siren. Hey, Town. She's never been on Broadway before.
Do you know she played the baker's wife though?
Yes, but that wasn't on Broadway.
No.
That was in Central Park.
Central Park, and she was good. But the
Well, I want her to see her in a play,
yeah,
preferably
me
as a mother on the edge of a mental breakdown. That's what I have.
too. I
written down.
agree.
Next, Taylor and Travis get engaged. I think it's gonna happen.
Can I tell you what my one addition to this list was?
Uh-huh.
You're all gonna disagree with me, and I think this only happens should Taylor and Travis not get engaged. I think Taylor might write a show, and I
could see that.
I say that simply because of the way Wicked took over mainstream. I could see her being like, I'm going to write a Broadway musical. Now, I don't think that means we're getting the like Taylor Swift musical. It's not that. I think she's going to write
Ingrid Michaelson-esque.
Ingrid Michaelson-esque, and I think she's going to be completely removed from the PR from her standpoint. The PR is going to be all about her. Don't get me wrong. They're going to be like, this is the Taylor Swift musical that she wrote. It's going to be her face
But
fucking
she won't
everywhere.
be that
But
involved.
she won't be at any fucking events.
She'll be releasing Reputation.
She
Taylor's
will,
version.
because you know what else made me think about this? The kind of Romeo and Juliet all. What's her writing partner? Jack
Antonoff.
Antonoff, who also just wrote songs for that. I could see them doing something
Which
together.
we need to get into later on about
about
cutting
the
these songs, and also
understudy
Gypsy just not having any coverage.
I know, it's crazy.
We'll talk about that. I love that. I think that could happen. I also think that it will be the chuggiest story ever about some white girl growing up in a small town that like loves the football star. Gross. Literally kill me.
But I don't think it's a
it'll
jukebox
probably be
musical.
good,
I
and
think
I'll
it's
be
an
sad.
original musical.
Oh, I think it's definitely, but it's going to be giving
But
the
it's
same vibe as she wears short skirts, I wear
and it's going to be an
t-shirts.
absolute total mess because she's not going to be at New 42 to like edit and work on it. She's going to send over a bunch of music and she's going to say use this and that's it. And so they're not going to be able to judge it. So anyway,
Amazing. Well, I like that. I think that could happen.
Mhm.
Next, I think Kamala Harris is going to lean into her cultural relevance as mother and try to remain in the public discourse in different ways. I think she might run for president again. I think she might run for governor of California. Love you, Kamala. I would love to see. Thank you for all you did this year, and we'll see what's next for you.
love Z way to interview her.
Oh, that would be so intriguing.
Yeah.
This is a left turn I'm about to hit you with because you're
Please.
not going to agree. Audra's going to win the Tony.
I disagree.
After the reviews came out, I think Audra's going to win the Tony.
First of all, those reviews kind of surprised me. Not because I didn't like Gypsy a lot, but it was such a rave. I was just surprised they enjoyed it that much. It's great though. Anyway. I disagree. We'll see.
But now I know something we'll both agree on. For some reason, 2025, I see the end of Jimmy Fallon.
I agree.
I don't know what it will be, but I see the downfall of Jimmy Fallon, and I'm sad about it because I don't mind him.
I kind of do.
You don't. You do.
People. It's a controversial opinion. Can I tell you what I really don't?
I would love more interesting late night hosts. Can we work on that maybe?
Yes,
Instead of
a
just these
woman,
boring white men.
please.
A woman, a person of color, a gay person.
Um,
Please, anyone other than Seth Meyers, Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon. Like, please, give me a break. Stephen Colbert, you can stay because I like you.
I do love Stephen Colbert. Can I say this about the Tonight Show? Do you know what video I have to watch 10 times a day, but I really don't like? Elphaba, Glinda. Elphaba, Glinda.
Every once in a while, they do something good,
I hated it though.
but you love to hate it.
I love to hate it. I can't stop watching it. To me, it's just like, I know Jimmy Fallon didn't write it, obviously. But there's something about like this movie musical, and then in my brain, how I see this, and I know he didn't, but I'm like, Jimmy Fallon was like, I'm going to write a song for Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo to sing. That's kind of just a rap. And they're going to film it.
Spoken word.
And then we're going to put it online because people need to have the plot of Wicked explained to them.
Because now I'm making TikTok music.
Media literacy apparently is dead, and people don't understand why The Odyssey is an important book to read.
True. All right, moving on.
Yeah.
Skinny jeans coming back into style. Right now, baggy's in, but I think skinny's going to be coming back. Then I think there's going to be a Putnam County comes to Broadway again, and it's going to be absolutely iconic.
Oh,
I know they're
hope
doing it at the
so.
Kennedy Center, but I think that it needs to be, that cast is iconic. I love the cast.
Mhm.
Love the cast.
I love the beat.
Love the beat. Beautiful gowns, ball gowns. Then I think TikTok fades away and a new social media takes its place. I think it's going to be very similar to TikTok. Do I think TikTok's going to be banned? I'm not sure. It depends on if we get a dictatorship and Trump gets to decide whatever he wants. That's to be determined for 2025. But I do think that TikTok will fade. A new social media will rise. And it will be a mix of Twitter, X, and TikTok where you can like make videos, but also maybe there's like posting where you can like things. I'm not sure.
So Facebook.
It's funny how things happen like that.
Do you think it's Lemonade? That's what everyone's been going to.
That's a thing?
Yeah, I'm on it already.
Oh,
It's
never heard of it.
But it's powered by TikTok.
Never heard of it. Gonna get in on that. I'm also on Blue Sky, which is the new Twitter, but I still use Twitter /X. But this leads me into my next one. I think Elon Musk is gonna get canceled. Fuck you, Elon Musk. Next, Ben Platt comes back to Broadway because he has to remain in the conversation always. I think it's gonna be in a revival that is so mid and unnecessary, but not bad. Just very okay. Yeah. Like this is interesting. I guess.
Think of like what it could be.
I don't know. Something.
I'd actually love to see him in an original musical. Because I will say.
He's great in original musicals.
I mean.
The one that he was in.
The one he's only been in. No, he's been in 3 Broadway shows. 3?
Book of Mormon.
Book of Mormon, which I'm not going to lie.
He ate. Dear Evan Hansen. Oh, he always eats, but it's just like, whose idea was this?
Right, exactly. But so that's my question is I would love to see an original musical. I'd love to see an original musical, but I'm afraid to see an original musical with has kind of new personality.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he has changed. For good.
For good.
Then I think right now, digicams are in, Polaroids are in, Shake It Like a Polaroid. I think black and white is going to be the new thing. Everyone's going to do all these dumps on Instagram. I also think dumps are going away. I think now the new thing is going to be one
grid
or 2 photo.
Yeah, I agree.
Or 2 photo. Who does it better? You or me?
Let's find out.
You and me. Chapel 2 is going to be good as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Her new album, The Giver, the subway, good luck, babe. Shoot me in the face. I also think Keke Palmer is going to make big moves. 2025 is your year, Keke Palmer.
Well, isn't there a new movie coming out with her?
Don't know, but I'm obsessed.
I'm pretty sure she's in a new movie.
But I think she needs to be like
did you watch the Lizzo interview?
No. I watched clips.
Okay, well, I watched the whole thing.
Lizzo, I think, is coming back too. Apparently, she's not in a lawsuit anymore. I'm not entirely informed on it.
So that's the thing. If we're gathering that what was in the interview is
true,
factual,
which I don't think Keke Palmer would promote false news and fake news.
It did, but I will say, and this is not me saying that it's false. It did seem like Keke Palmer was genuinely asking questions. You know what I mean?
No,
like
yeah.
It wasn't like I vetted this. Like she was like, I'm just here to give you
the platform to say what you want to say.
But I'm not. She was very. I'm not. She wasn't like consoling her. Essentially, she wasn't being like, and we're so sorry. Like it was very much like, okay. Moving on. But that's, and I think that's great. It was very just to the point.
I hope that situation gets figured
Lizzo
out.
said that the case, at least one of them, was dismissed. Not even dropped, dismissed, meaning like she won. Like they said,
they like withdrew it.
Court dismissed. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I hope that's true.
Yeah.
And I hope that everybody feels safe.
But
and
somebody on X was like, that's not true. And I was like, well, see, this is the problem with the court of public opinion.
I need
now
to
I'm
read.
like, I don't know.
Well,
like,
that's the thing. We need to read more as a culture.
It's either read or be read.
Next, Miley Super Bowl. Please.
Mm-hmm.
Party in the USA. Two Hands to Heaven. Bring out Dolly Parton. Bring out, I know she's having trouble with her dad, so maybe don't bring out your dad. But like you have such a wide repertoire. Do Hannah Montana songs. Do the 7 Things I Hate About
When
You.
you say Two Hands to Heaven, you mean Two Most Wanted?
Two Most Wanted. Yep. Two Hands to Heaven is another iconic song of Cowboy Carter. Then you have that. This is my last one. And then we'll move into our final segment. I'll drink to that. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And our New Year's resolutions. If anything else you want to say, any final.
Sure.
My last thing on 2025 bingo card, and Nate's going to make a graphic of all this. You haven't heard about this, but you probably are watching this right now, editing it, Nate. This is something that you need to get to work on. The MTA is going to get worse.
It will.
It's going to get worse, but they're going to raise prices. Is this even fucking possible? Is this even fucking real? Hey, my fucking kids are here on this train. They're going to raise the prices. This is going to lead to mass protests in the streets, demanding a more quality system of public transportation in the greatest city in the world. What do you mean? It smells like shit. You're 25 minutes late. It's 3 a.m, and the trains are running every 1 minute at 3 a.m, but then it's noon, and I have to wait 25 minutes for a fucking local train that in the middle of the day is going to randomly go express up to the fucking Bronx and then take me down to Brooklyn, take me to Louisville, Kentucky, and then get me back and all twisted. Bitch, get your shit together. Stop it. I pay $30 a week for terrible public transportation. It smells like shit. It looks like shit. Every other country in the world has it figured out. Get it together. It's terrible.
Did you just hear my sister?
I'm on the verge of tears. It's terrible.
Oh, no. No, don't cry.
But get your shit together. You're too hot. Don't cry.
Should we move into...
I have nothing else to say. But yeah, so we move into I'll drink to that.
It's gone... Jake is not going to know the song because he hasn't seen the show yet, but it's New Year's Eve and hopes are high.
What is that?
It's from Sunset Boulevard.
That's your I'll drink to that? Is
no,
that
no,
song?
I was just transitioning through the New Year's of it all.
But thank you for the transition, because you're the transition queen.
I'll drink to that is a segment exclusive to the Ladies Who Brunch, where we talk about what is absolutely choking, gagging, exciting us. My I'll drink to that's gonna gag you.
Okay.
You're going to think I'm wrong, but I need to explain myself. It's YouTube ads. I'll drink to that. I'm happy with them. Because here's the tea. They've changed it for long-form videos to be 100 seconds of ads.
Yes.
Now, you would think, Sammy, why do you want more ads? Why do you want more ads? It's not that I want more ads. It's that now, because I can still skip it after 5 seconds, I have the opportunity to actually go get a glass of water, go to the bathroom, go do my thing while I wait for it to go.
True.
As opposed to it just being...
Fill my water with ice.
Yeah. Like, as opposed to it being a 20-second ad and all of a sudden I'm rushing or I have to pause it or I have to do whatever. Now, I can be like, okay, commercial break. I'm going to go do shit. And then once I'm back, I can skip it.
Love that.
I love it, YouTube. Keep it forever.
Okay, my I'll drink to that. I actually do I love that.
Is
my
it a tea?
I love that. My I'll drink to that is actually a hypothetical I'll drink to that, but it's going to be my I'll drink to that this evening, this afternoon, this morning. Wicked, revamp it. Close it for a year. Go into Gershwin Theater, gut it. I want it to be reopened, new costumes, new designs. I think that would just be so iconic. It's a perfect timing after the movie. Close it for a year. Pay all the actors. Figure it out. You make a shit ton of money. Figure it out, Steven Schwartz. You can do it. I know you can. Producers, come on. You're making a lot of money off this. Close it. New everything.
That's a bold take.
It would be so amazing.
I don't know if I necessarily agree with this bold take.
Like change the songs to be very similar. Like not just basing off the movie, but just like I would love to see a new Oz.
Well, they do them. There's 2 international productions,
But not to the level I need.
But they're not good.
Not to the level I need. That's my I'll drink to that.
Well,
let me know what you guys think.
Do you have any?
Hit me up.
Do you have any?
555-643-9225.
Do you have any New Year's resolutions?
My New Year's resolution is to learn Spanish, to become fluent in Spanish. That was my 2024 New Year's resolution. It didn't happen because a lot of shit happened. 2025, I have my app. I have my book. I'm going to Mexico for a wedding. I'm going to learn Spanish. You?
I'd like to finish a book.
Just one.
I'd like to. Oh no, for real though. My New Year's resolution is to not lose a water bottle.
We'll see if that happens.
It won't.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see if that happens.
One time,
on the Ladies Who Brunch.
Jake texted me a picture of a water bottle in Target at the self-checkout and said, "Is this yours?" And I said, "Yep." Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, guys. We'll see you in 2025. Love you guys. This is the year of the Ladies Who Brunch comeback. We are going to be at the Tony Awards. We're going to be at the Smash. We're going to be live at the Green Room 42 with the Ladies Who Brunch live show where we will be having iconic performances. Thank you very much, guys. Have a wonderful evening.